What if you could walk the streets of ancient Rome, hear the footsteps echoing on marble, smell bread baking in street ovens, and witness debates in the Senate? Ancient Rome wasn't just a place in history, it was a living, breathing civilization whose legacy still shapes our world today. Welcome to Mind Spark Daily. In today's video, we're stepping beyond the myths and movies to experience ancient Rome as it truly was, vibrant, complex, and full of contradictions. We'll explore its magnificent architecture, social structures, political innovations, and daily life in a way that brings the ancient world vividly to life. Whether you're a history buff or just curious, you're about to see why Rome continues to captivate us 2,000 years later. Chapter 1. Building a Marvel, Roman Architecture and Engineering. Rome wasn't built in a day, but what they did build has stood for millennia. The Pantheon's dome remains the largest unreinforced concrete dome in the world. Roman concrete, or opus caementicium, was so advanced that it grows stronger over time due to its unique volcanic ash mixture. The aqueducts, stretching over 300 miles, brought clean water to public baths, fountains, and even private homes, an engineering feat unmatched until modern times. The Colosseum could seat over 50,000 spectators and had a retractable awning system to shade the crowd. Their roads, famously straight, used layers of stone and gravel to remain durable, with some still in use today. These roads did not just move legions, they moved culture, commerce, and communication across an empire spanning 3 continents. Chapter 2. Life on the Streets, Daily Life in Ancient Rome. A day in the life of a Roman varied drastically depending on your status. For the wealthy elite, mornings began with visits from clients, those seeking favors or employment. Afternoons included visits to the public baths, feasting, or discussions of philosophy and politics. For plebeians and slaves, life was a hustle. Bakers started before dawn. Market vendors called out from their stalls. Children learned rhetoric and arithmetic in small schools, while others began apprenticeships. Ancient Rome even had fast food. Thermopolia offered hot meals to go, often served in terracotta bowls. The insulae, or apartment buildings, housed most of the population. Poorly constructed and densely packed, they could be dangerous. Fires were common, and upper floors lacked plumbing. Still, they buzzed with life. Chapter 3. A City of Spectacle, Entertainment and Public Life. Romans loved their spectacles. The Colosseum hosted mock sea battles, public executions, and of course, gladiator fights. Gladiators were often slaves or prisoners, but the most successful became celebrities, with fan followings and sponsorships. At the Circus Maximus, up to 250,000 people gathered for chariot races. These events were more than sport, they were political. Emperors used them to gain public favor and distract from political unrest. Public festivals, like Saturnalia, turned social norms upside down. Slaves dined like masters, and gifts were exchanged in a week-long celebration that heavily influenced modern Christmas traditions. Chapter 4. Governance and Power, How Rome Ruled. Rome's government evolved dramatically over time, from monarchy to republic to empire. The Roman Republic introduced ideas like the Senate, checks and balances, and term limits, concepts echoed in modern democracies. The 12 Tables, Rome's first written laws, gave citizens clarity on rights and punishments. Legal principles like innocent until proven guilty and the burden of proof lies with the accuser originated in Roman courts. During the empire, power shifted to emperors. Augustus, Rome's first emperor, cleverly retained the appearance of a republic while holding absolute control. This facade maintained stability, but as the empire grew, so did its challenges: corruption, military overreach, and civil wars. Chapter 5. Faith and Philosophy, Religion and Thought in Rome. The Romans adopted and adapted gods from the Greeks, Etruscans, and other conquered cultures. Jupiter, Venus, Mars, they were all Romanized versions of older deities. Religious life revolved around household gods, lars, state rituals, and public temples. But Rome also became a center of philosophical thought. Stoicism, introduced by Greek philosophers, became particularly influential among Rome's elite. Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher-emperor, wrote Meditations, a cornerstone of Stoic philosophy, still widely read today. By the 4th century CE, Christianity had taken hold, first persecuted, then legalized under Constantine, and eventually becoming the empire's official religion, a transformation that forever altered Rome and the Western world. Chapter 6. From Table to Tongue. Roman Language, Cuisine, and Culture. Latin, Rome's language, is the root of the Romance languages: Spanish, French, Italian, Portuguese, and Romanian. Even English, though Germanic, draws over 60% of its vocabulary from Latin. Roman cuisine was a reflection of its diverse empire. Dishes included dates from the Middle East, oysters from Britain, and spices from Asia. Garum, the famed fermented fish sauce, was a delicacy found in nearly every kitchen. The Romans also left a profound mark on art and literature. Writers like Virgil, Ovid, and Seneca shaped storytelling for centuries. Mosaics, frescoes, and sculptures adorned homes, temples, and bathhouses. Art meant not just for beauty, but for education and status. Chapter 7. Decline and Legacy. The Fall and What Came After. Rome's fall did not happen in a single day. It was a slow unraveling due to military overspending, economic crises, political instability, and invasions by groups like the Visigoths and Vandals. In 476 CE, the Western Roman Empire officially collapsed, but its eastern counterpart, the Byzantine Empire, flourished for nearly another 1,000 years. Rome's legacy lived on. Its systems of law, urban planning, architecture, and language became the bedrock of Western civilization. Renaissance thinkers revived Roman ideals, and the U.S. founding fathers looked to Rome when designing a republic. Ancient Rome wasn't just a city, it was an idea, a civilization that dared to dream bigger, build stronger, and govern more broadly than any before it. Its achievements and mistakes offer lessons for us all. If you enjoyed this journey through ancient Rome, hit the like button, subscribe for more deep dives into history, and let us know in the comments, which part of Roman life would you have loved or hated experiencing firsthand? Thanks for watching, and Vale Amici, farewell friends.